Can I tell you something? I feel underdressed. What is a furry? Well, furries are fans of anthropomorphic characters. Those are animals with human characteristics. And like any fan group, they have conventions. The biggest one in the world is here in Pittsburgh. It's called Anthrocon. There are 6,000 furries inside. 6,000. In many ways, this convention is like any other. Vendors come from far and wide.
And we have our array of ears.
There are celebrity sightings. And people who speak your language.
I am Shinami. I am an Asian-styled water dragon.
Anthrocon, like any convention, has hundreds of sessions and panels to attend. There's video gaming, puppetry, and a dance-off. But there's something different about the furries, something we notice again and again. Can you talk to us? You can't talk to us. You don't talk in costume. These folks are committed to their characters, their fursonas.
Come on my table a little bit.
Really committed.
Would you like a hug, sir?
The hug is the furry handshake, and they never say no to a picture. Can I get another pose? Yeah. Some furries are from movies or TV. And Robbie is your real name or your...
No, that's the character. This is Robbie Sinclair from Dinosaurs.
You were a big Star Wars fan, yeah. I'm assuming? And then you decided to go all in?
Sure.
Yeah. But most furries are made up. Most of the paw-patting, tail-trailing, fur-suited folks we meet are dressed up as alternate versions of themselves, the character they'd want to be if they were an animal.
I think a lot of people do it as a way of breaking out of a shell.
This is Randy Fox. Yes, that's his real name. His fursona is Yappy Fox. How is Yappy Fox different than Randy Fox?
Less shy, more outgoing. It's an artistic expression. It's a way to perform. Like, say, I'm not one that can get up on a stage.
This is Robert, also known as Hip Hop the Husky. He's 21 years old. Out of costume, he describes himself as shy.
I'm antisocial if I'm not wearing my suit.
So you created a whole fursona and a fursuit to make friends?
Yeah, about that.
I think it would be unfair to say this does not look strange to people.
John Cole is director of operations here.
It's not the social norm for people to want to put on a costume and cover their head. Mm-hmm. In the same way that it's not the social norm for people to paint one side of their face one color and the other color and start screaming about their favorite football team, outside of a football game.
Like any true fan, Cole has been to every single convention since 1999 and has watched the fandom grow, fueled by the internet, into a global community of thousands, with more than 20 conventions worldwide each year. Some furries just need a tail or a pair of ears to transform into their fursona. But others, full fursuiters as they're called, can spend upwards of several $1,000s on a costume that they might only wear a handful of times each year. At conventions like this, or for kids or charity events. So why go to all that trouble?
Everyone's inner child comes out, this is it's fun because you would not be able to go out in public and do whatever you want without the suit. You can't go, hi, you can't do that outside because people will be like, oh, that guy's crazy.
John Cole even has multiple fursonas. This is his favorite.
His name is KP.
Which stands for?
It stands for Cuddle Pup.
Right.
And he is the all-American kid. He's a puppy. He thinks about the world as a child does. It's a little more innocent.
But the furries' reputations aren't always so pure.
The adult thing has always been really popular in the fandom.
Jeff Eddy publishes furry literature of all types.
Some will call it a fetish, but it's really a different way of kind of looking at these same sort of romantic themes.
So it's just animal characters replacing
Right.
human characters in the same kind of adult novels.
Yep, exactly.
There's also this perception out there that a lot of this has a very kinky edge to it.
I'm sure it happens, and it not everybody. You could take any walk of life and you're going to find all extreme.
And those fursonas everyone's hiding behind, from the painstakingly detailed to the minimalist, they seem pretty complicated to put together. I don't even know what that animal is. What is that?
I kind of made up the name because it's not a specific species, it's actually a hybrid. And so it's a deer, goat, dog hybrid, so I call it a drote.
You call it a drote?
A drote.
So what would my fursona be? I enlisted the help of furry fans Linnea and Buzzy. He's the penguin.
First thing you need to do is actually pick the animal that you would like to be.
Beagles, they're very social. They like to run around. And
What are really social?
Beagles.
Beagles. I like beagles. Yep. Let's see if we can find someone who can help me realize my vision. Would the short ears work? How is the penguin in the full suit moving faster than us, by the way? When you say real tails, what does that mean?
It means that they actually came from an actual animal.
Oh,
So it's
these
real
are
fur.
real.
Yes.
Real tails.
Real fur.
Oh, okay.
This one's really cute.
Is this real or fake?
It's fake.
I like that one. I don't know about you guys.
That looks adorable.
This feels pretty weird.
So it's not for me.
Can I get a hug?
Of course.
But for these folks, young or old, orange or blue, fursuited or not, it seems to suit them just fine.